All right, guys. So we just finished Saturday night's main event, and there's a ton of good stuff that happened tonight. Um, Starting first with Braun Breaker, Seth, Sammy, and CM Punk. Honestly, I didn't really expect this match to be first, but honestly, it proved to be a great match. I thought that it was going to be um, closer to the end of the night, especially with Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These are main event guys, so I really didn't expect it to be so early in the show. But if I'm honest with you, I'm pretty glad that it went first. It really did um, set the tone for the night. It was great fighting as far as wrestling itself goes, but then at the end, adding Bronson Reed in was literally perfect. There couldn't have been a better person to add to this new faction with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. And so I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what um, what they do with Braun and Bronson. I mean, that's a really good duo. Honestly, I mean, they're two unstoppable forces coming together and um, being on one team along with Seth and Paul Heyman. And then, you know, I don't know. It was just really unexpected. I thought, if I'm honest with you, I thought that he was off the roster. I thought that he was just gone. And so that was just really cool to see. I'm glad they did that. I don't know where it's going to go from here. I don't know if they're still adding more people. I don't know if CM Punk and Sami Zayn are trying to do their own thing and they're going to start adding people. But if they do, I'm hoping that they they're going to need someone like they're going to need like Roman Reigns. If I'm honest, they need someone that can really um, come with the work. um, so that was that. The second fight we had Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega. And if I'm honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed in that match as a whole. I didn't like much about it. I thought Chelsea Green did a great job carrying and leading the way. I thought that there's a lot of botches. There's a lot of things wrong that happened in that match, from the Hurricane Rana by Zelina to the 619 to the finish. She was just like, it didn't seem like she was ready to fight tonight. And I'm really disappointed with the fact that she won despite how bad the performance was. She also broke, I don't know if she broke her nose, but she definitely had her bleeding. She kicked her in the face when she botched the 619. And I just thought it was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. I do wish that Chelsea Green would have won. Even the crowd was pretty indifferent. Every time Zelina Vega would do anything, the crowd just wasn't really there to support. Um, and in my opinion, Chelsea Green definitely should have took the title back. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to see what Chelsea Green does here in the future. Like, I think that she makes a really good United States champion. I'd love to see her hold the championship for a longer period of time, kind of like Gunther did with the Intercontinental title a few years ago. Um, and so that's kind of my 2 cents on the Chelsea Green versus Zelina Vega fight. Next up, we had Ron Cena and John Cena. Starting out the gate, this was a really good fight. However, I wasn't looking forward to this fight at all. I didn't care about the fight. I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena. I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena's farewell tour or really any of it. I think it's I think that it's, for lack of better words, I think that there could have been a better use of the title, the WWE title for this year, um, and it's just not really doing what I think it needs to do. I understand that it's his last year. I understand that it was number 17. I just don't like the fact that it's kind of taken over all of WWE, for lack of better words. Um, and I have no clue where the story is going to go from here. So, well, at least I didn't at the time of watching this part. So it also feels like John is just kind of fighting old rivals. And again, it's cool, but it kind of just feels like a waste of time. Like, I guess I'm glad that we're getting to see it, but I hate that he beat Randy Orton, which Randy Orton should have won that fight. I understand why he beat R-Truth. I was a little stunned by the ending of that fight just because I thought that he was gonna start to see the. I thought he was gonna start to see the good side of himself, and he definitely didn't. Um, and so I'm not sure if they're gonna do anything else with Ron Cena and John Cena, but hopefully we can move on from that. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, awesome fight, awesome fight. The fight itself was great. I thought that they both brought a lot of energy. I do wish that the match was a little bit longer. I would have rather them take Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega out completely and extend the time that Damian Priest and Drew had in the cage match. It was a great fight. I just wish that there was a little bit more like aggressiveness. I wish that there was maybe blood. I wish that you know what I mean. Like I can kind of go on, but it just felt really rushed. It felt short. Um, and I understand that they're on NBC, so they only have a 2 hour window, which cool. But like, I just wish that the Chelsea Green Zelina Vega fight would have been saved for Monday night or Friday, whichever. I don't even know if they're on SmackDown or Raw, but I'm pretty sure they're both on Raw. They could have just saved it for Monday night and just had the four big matches. Um, Also, I was a little disappointed with the ending of the fight. I wish that he would have gave Drew a second concerto. The crowd was cheering for it. The crowd wanted it. I'm not sure why he didn't, but that would have been nice if he would have gave a second one. And I also didn't necessarily like him just walking out of the cage. I don't know when the rules changed. I think it changed a while back, but I remember when the cage match, like the original cage matches, they were you had to climb out. Like you couldn't pin, you couldn't just walk out of the door. I think the walk out of the door thing is kind of stupid in my opinion. It's like defeats the purpose of the whole cage even being there. Same with the pinfall. Like I think that it should just be you have to climb out, and that's really the only option. Um, and then last but not least, we had Jay Uso versus Logan Paul, and I honestly wasn't really expecting much from the match itself, simply because Jay Uso is a crowd favorite. However, I don't think that he's the best in ring performer. I think that he's just liked for some reason. Logan Paul is awesome. I love Logan the athleticism. I love that he can really do anything. He's a daredevil. He's athletic. He's he's also a heel. He knows how to get a reaction from the crowd, and so I thought that these two were gonna put on a good show. I didn't necessarily know what type of show, but I think it went really well. I think that they really complemented each other really good. Um, but the ending was awesome. Like all the way from John Cena interfering, pulling the referee out of the ring, um, trying to help Logan Paul, and then freaking Cody Rhodes coming to save the day. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for Cody Rhodes to come back, um, and it was just perfect timing. I mean, literally, it's been what 2 months now, I think, something like that, and we finally got Cody Rhodes back in the ring, and so I'm excited to see where the story goes. I'm excited to see what Cody does now that he's back. I hope that he gets his title back. I hope that he, um, I don't know. I just hope that somehow, some way, Cody gets his belt back. This whole John Cena thing is done because I just don't. I'm just not vibing with the John Cena thing. Um, but I just hope that things go back to normal, for lack of better words. Um, Again, it, it was a great Saturday night main event. I mean, overall, I think that out of if I had to rank it out of 10, I would definitely give it probably if I had to rank Saturday night's main event out of a scale of 10, maybe this will be something I'll start doing on this channel every after every event. So every Monday night, every Friday night, whatever, I'll just rank the event as a whole. So for Saturday night's main event, I would have to rank this a solid I'd say it's hmm, for having only two title matches. I'm not sure if the Ron versus if R-Truth versus John Cena was a title match, but for 2 to 3 title matches, a cage match, um, I'd give it a solid 8. A solid 8 because honestly, the thing that really screwed up the ranking is the Chelsea versus Zelina match. Um, I think that all the botches really made things kind of tank a little bit, but then also the ending for Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre also kind of tanked a little bit. And so I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. That's what I'm going to rank this. But overall, there's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of answers we needed. I do think, again, I think that some of these, I do think that the Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega match could have been traded for someone else. Um, but overall, I'd say it was a really good event. So with that, guys, those were my thoughts for Saturday night's main event, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.